everything. There's I don't know if you ever read Thich Nhat Hanh's work, the Buddhist monk. So Thich Nhat Hanh was a Vietnamese Buddhist monk. He was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in like the 80s. He wrote some beautiful books. He passed away a few years ago, but he wrote several books. One of them being Peace is a beautiful one. He's written a whole bunch of books, Peace in Every Step. But he, as a Buddhist monk, has this mindfulness exercise. And I've said it to people, I've shared it with people a couple times. They always look at me like I'm insane when I say it. So I'll share it with you because you brought up death. If I bring it up too much in polite conversation, people just think I'm morbid. And then they're like, all right, all this guy does is talk about death and divorce. We got to hang out with like nicer, more fun people. But he has this mindfulness exercise, and it's this. He says, when you hug someone, think about the fact that they're there and you're hugging them. Then close your eyes and think about that they've died. And this is the last time you're hugging them before you let go of their body and it's taken away. And then remember that they're alive and you're hugging them. Like, how could that not choke you up? Like, how could you not, like, when you hug your dog, you will someday most likely have to put your dog down, right? You will have to make the very painful, but very responsible and loving decision that the best of this dog's life is over and that there's nothing but pain ahead. I've had to do it several times in my life. It's heartbreaking, but it's the final act of love and service to something that you've had dominion over and taken care of and have the duty of taking care of. And I know every time I've had to do that 3 times and just smelling it and going, oh, that's it. Like, that's it. It's gone now. And the memory of that scent, it'll fade. But like right now, that dog's alive. Pablo's alive. And you can smell him. And you're not letting go of him now. He's there. He's there right now. Like, so how do you not right now just breathe that in every chance you have? Because you don't know how many more times you'll have. And I don't, when people say to me like, well, how can you think so much about death? Or how can you think so much about breakups? Like, how can you not? Haven't you ever lost anything? Have you forgotten what it was like to have it? Like, did you not keep in your mind like how beautiful this was and how it's gone? Like, my mother died 8 years ago. And I found an old videotape that I didn't even know like existed. And it was, my dad had like gotten a video camera and he'd like shot, you know, all these video, and I could hear my mother's voice. And like hearing it, I went like oh my God, like that was her voice. Like I haven't heard it in 8 years. And I heard it again and it was so familiar, you know? And I thought to myself, oh my God, like I'm so glad I got to hear that. But when she was alive, I never thought like, oh my God, she's here. Like I get to hear her voice, because someday that'll be gone. Like it'll be gone. The memory of her voice will be gone. It will fade. Like tears in rain, it will just fade. And so to me, like that, if we could just have that presence of mind when it comes to love, like love is not permanently gifted, it is loaned.